Hello everyone, in this video we'll see a programming problem called subarray sum. This is a famous interview question and a competitive programming problem. We'll see what this problem state is. We are given one array of n numbers. So here I have drawn one table of index and values. So we'll be given this array and we are given n number of queries, which is denoted by letter Q. In that query we'll get two variables called a and b, 3 and 5. If we get this 3 and 5, we have to add up this value from 3 to 5 inclusive of these two numbers. So 7 to 1. For this query our answer is 10. If they are given from 0 to 2, we have to add this 2, 3 and 4. So first position from here to here, this is A and this is B. We have to sum up these numbers from the beginning to end and we have to sum it up. So how do we do this? Is subarray sum. So subarray means this is a whole array and this is a subarray. So our approach is we have to calculate the value from beginning to this number. So what I do is I should have one more array called sum array. That sum array, what I'm doing is from this number I have to calculate the value of sum. So what I do is I declare one more array called sum, and the initial value I'll get directly from the previous one, so it will be 2. So the next one, what I do is I'll add this number and this number, which means the previous sum value and the current value of the array, and sum it up and display here, store here. In the next iteration I'll take this number and I'll add this number in the value and store that number in sum array. Next I'll take this current number in sum array and I'll add this value and store it in the sum array. So I'll continue this operation until the end of this one. So how do I solve this one is when the A and B are given to me. So when A and B are given to me, I'll take this B's position, which means in this case you can in this case 3 to 5. I'll just drag it. So there is two cases. First we'll see this case, and one more case is when A is equal to 0. So what I do is I'll have this B value. This is AB starts from 0, so we no need to subtract -1 and all. I have this value 5, so my number 19 minus, and I should take the previous value. When it is a non-zero number, I should take the previous value, which means A minus 1. Then I'll have this 2, so 9. So my answer will be 10. So here you can see this 7 plus 2 is 9 plus 1, 10. So this is how we are going to solve this problem. So one more case is when A equal to 0. When A equal to 0, you don't need subtract anything, so you can directly go and take that value. When A is 0, in this case you can see when A equal to 0, and b equal to 3. You're already summing up from the beginning, so you no need to subtract anything. You can directly take this value. So the sum of b is the answer, but in this case you have to subtract it. I'm again two cases. One is a not equal to 0 and b is some value. I'll just align this, and this case is a equal to 0. There are two cases. A not equal to 0 means in this case a equal to 3 and b equal to 5. In this case my answer was 10, which means I have to sum of b minus sum of a minus 1. In this case you can check when it is 0 it will become negative index, right? So that's the reason that's one of the reason we'll avoid, and directly we can print the answer. We don't need of anything. Sum of b. So this kind of a pre-calculation will come in dynamic programming and some of the greedy algorithms also. You can remember those algorithms if you can write that. So okay, now we directly jump to the Visual Studio Code and we'll code for this. So I should have int arr 100 elements I'm taking. You can write the limited number here and n numbers, and I'll get a and b, and I'll get q queries. So what I get is first in cin of n, then for int n numbers, and you'll have cin arr of I, and you will get q queries. So while first I have to get that from user q, and q should be greater than 0. You can give not equal to 0 even. Then in every iteration you have to subtract that q, so q minus minus, and every query I'll get two numbers, so it's literally a and b. Okay, here first I'll get n, a, b and q. Now I have to store those numbers, so I'll declare that sum array, and this array carries just 100 elements. Okay, now how do I calculate is, first I should have the same value. Before that I'll not have anything, so I'll carry the same value. So what I initialize is sum equal to arr of 0, sum of 0 equal to arr of 0, and I'll pre-calculate the sum as for int. So here it starts from 1, so we already assigned this value, and until n. So sum of I, the current position, how do I calculate is from the sum from the previous sum plus current value I. Here the previous one, which means this just before this one, and the current one, and I'll place that value. So this is I, this is I minus 1 in the sum array, and in I in the value. So I've written in this line. Now I have to handle that a equal to 0. In that case, see out the answer is sum of b. or else cout answer is sum of b minus sum of a minus 1 and end all. Okay, these braces and all, you can remove unnecessary braces. Format the document. Okay, this one I'll declare all necessary variables, so called array sum n a b and q. I'll get the number of elements and I'll get each element. I'll initialize the sum as array of 0, and for each element I'll take the previous sum and current value of array and store it in the sum current position, and then cin I'll get the number of queries. I'll continue this until the query limit. I'll get a and b, and when it is a is 0, which means starts from the beginning, I'll just directly print that sum of b end all. So else cout the answer is sum of b minus sum of a minus 1 and end all. So I have test data. Here I have this test data. I have 9 elements, the same example which I've shown in this picture. So we'll calculate that, and this is the answer: 16, 10, 1, 20 and 12. Okay, we'll copy this, come back to the IDE and run this, paste. We'll get 16, 10, 1, 20, 12. 16, 10, 1, 20, 12. So our code execute perfectly. So this is how you have to do the subarray sum. There are a lot of variations are there in this problems, like you have to find a specific sum, and sometimes they'll give negative numbers. That cases are all there, but here I have taken only for the positive numbers in this one. And the limits also, you can separately handle that case, but this is the actual logic behind this code. So hope you understood the problem and solution, and thanks for watching the video. We'll meet in the next video.